Look, it's a flood.
The flood.
It's flooding.
Get away.
Quick, we need to get to higher ground.
Open the floodgates.
Sony doesn't want you to own anything.
Are you ready for Japan's Islamic art?
The World Cup brings global shame to America.
As the global temperature keeps rising up and crashing through, bringing you to your favorite weekly pop culture digest. This is Doc.
And Ziggy.
We are the Flood. That's right, taking the news happening around you.
And talking about how it shapes the culture that defines you
With
our
our
pop perspective.
to put that culture in
We
context.
make the mainstream make sense, because if we don't make sense, we don't make
dollars.
at the patrons in Rage Peacock.
Hey, we see you keeping it cool out here in this heat wave, Slater.
We haven't made a joke that he's also like a cat, but you know. We also haven't made a joke about a name being Austin recently.
Also,
Or Tom
bring your
Cruise.
pets inside because it's hot out. Like, don't be that guy that it's an outside cat. No, it's not an outside cat when it's 119 degrees outside.
Keep your cat Slater cool inside, people.
Hey, Thunder Night.
Right.
Yo.
And Andrew P.
Raymer. Shout out to the consistency. Shout out to all our new viewers and all our returning listeners. Welcome. Hope everybody is staying hydrated because, good Lord, I know we usually say we talk about everything but the weather, but when the weather is weathering as it
11
has
bajillion degrees.
fucking got the Europeans running to the hardware store and discovering air conditioners for the first time in centuries.
You know how we like to start things off, though, and that's by abusing the algorithm. And this week's algorithm anthem is a curveball.
Hit him with it.
The Odyssey, written by Christopher Nolan.
Everybody keeps talking about this Homer guy, and I don't know what the Simpsons have to do with this.
Dope.
I feel like we're talking about, is this Troy 2? Troy 2?
Troy Story 2.
Yeah, people are like really mad that they replaced...
killed Brad Pitt off screen.
Yeah, and they replaced him with Elliot Page, apparently, so it's big mad. Conservatives are big mad. We just watched Ben Shapiro and who else? What's the fucking...
Benny Johnson.
Fucking, that was Benny Johnson. Oh my God, can he be masking any harder? Like, we know. Okay, your Grinder profile been discovered. Lindsey Graham is not masking. Lindsey Graham is just full on living his life and daring somebody to
don't ask questions.
Yeah, daring somebody. This is military rules here.
The picture of him in Disney World with a bubble wand is so fucking funny.
I think it's pretty funny how upset conservatives are mad about the rainbow washing of the Odyssey that Christopher Nolan has done, considering that if you go back and actually look at that area around the time, it was probably more multiracial than you're willing to admit to yourselves.
Also a lot gayer than they'd want to admit to themselves.
This is like finding out that those ancient Roman statues weren't always porcelain white like that they used to be fucking decorated and colorful like a fucking Dr. Seuss book.
Yup.
And you like, how do you grasp that, right? Like, it's a hard concept to grasp. Like,
Firmly.
going to Italy and ancient Greece for the first time and seeing all of the dick carvings everywhere. Because, like, they're everywhere.
You know, like...
Just like transgenders. And conservatives can't get over it.
I think it's hilarious that people... I mean, don't get me wrong, this is absolutely true. But they say the most perfect thing of the statue of David, Michelangelo's David,
Yeah.
is his hands. And they're not wrong. They really are.
But line of
it's
sight.
just really funny.
Yeah, because line of sight.
There is no leaf. And Michelangelo kind of just like skipped that part. He was like, basic shape. We got it.
Yeah, I guess I haven't looked at it long enough to really define
That's
the
how we
detail
know.
in it.
That's how we know
Whether
that
you're gay or not.
Michelangelo was straight. Because he could not.
Yeah.
He's like,
No.
I don't know what the perfect
Da
dick looks
Vinci,
like.
Da Vinci would never. Da Vinci would have made that motherfucker girthy and veiny. He would have shown you the like. There's like only one vein that the dick shows when it's slightly twisted to the left, and it has to be semi-erect in order for you to really see the pronunciation. That's how like gay and like nerdy Da Vinci was.
Yeah,
right?
Michelangelo clearly was like, I don't know what the perfect dick looks like. I guess I'm gonna just make this.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
like,
fucking
tuck this away.
Just pretending.
What the fuck was that conversation?
Christopher Nolan has got conservatives pretending to be outraged about finding Lupita Nyong'o pretty. I don't really know what argument there is for that. I did hear somebody on one of those conservative talk shows say that that's a hard sell for people to convince the world that Lupita Nyong'o is someone pretty enough to launch 1,000 ships. It's just like, what are we really mad about here? Like, they keep saying they want to return to like the absurdity and attitude nature of like the early 2000s, but then get mad about this kind of shit. They can't.
Elliot Page did.
They're swerving blind and drunk into doomsday.
These walls starting to close in.
I mean, they kind of are. Like, our fucking president.
Every time with the walls come around, I can't remember the lyrics.
Damn.
If these walls could talk. That part I remember.
If these walls could talk. What has been your algorithm hit this week, Zig?
So my algorithm has been bombarded by one piece of news, and it has made me very sad.
Oh no. Oh no. Do we like sad algorithm abuse?
The Celtics traded Jaylen Brown.
Oh, yes. I did hear about this. This did come across my algorithm as well.
Podcast P, and 2 future first-round picks, and 2 future second-round picks.
I feel like this is not...
Everybody is saying it's not quite the Luka trade,
Yeah.
but it's close.
Yeah. Yeah. So... I'm not going to say that this is necessarily a bad deal because it really does depend on the advantage of this first round pick, right? We could potentially make up for it, but when you look at the stat line, right, that we just gave up, right? Like the numbers that you were running to me earlier.
There are some stats that put in like spots where they're like the on-off percentage or the plus-minus with Jaylen Brown at a certain point was negative, where if they're like, we swapped Tatum, who was out all year, with Brown, how would it look? And then if we free up these possessions, then we're going to expect Peyton Pritchard to turn into the next Jalen Brunson. And all of us are like, yeah, but Jaylen Brown's really fucking good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you run Jaylen Brown's stat line down, right?
And then there's other things about why people think Jaylen Brown was gonna get traded. So,
all right. So there's actual like gossip and like rumors behind the mill.
So like at the end of the season, he went live on Twitch. And he was like, you know, honestly, this was the season I had the most fun, which this is the first season where he got to play without Tatum and got to be the number 1 guy.
Oh, so we think that comment stirred
lot to do with it.
stirred some like discourse in the locker room.
Yep.
right?
And Boston crunched numbers, and they saw that, and they also, people were down talking Jaylen because they're like, man, this guy has a disease. He always thinks he's the smartest person in the room. And he went on Twitch live stream to talk about it. He was like, look, I mean, I'm an athlete, and I don't try to act like I'm the smartest person in the room, but in athletics, the bar is really fucking low.
Yeah. I mean, listen, there's a lot of these guys right now that are complaining that they're getting pushed through college and they're being made to, and this has been a trend for a really long time. Like, this is nothing new, right? Like, they're being made to take, like, humanities courses instead of actual college courses for actual majors that they want to take, right? Because the coaches are like,
Don't shit on humanities.
no, but then they're gonna be, well, I mean, I'm not shitting on humanities, but what I'm saying is like, when you have, like, a small forward who also wants a doctorate, right? You're like, maybe not, because then, like, how you gonna show up to practice and manage your finals? Like, do you have the capacity? Like, there is a standard expectation of athletes, right? Like, that they can't do both.
I mean, he turned down an MIT academic scholarship
Yeah,
to
right,
enter
right.
to go play
For the NBA. Yeah, this isn't like the
to
game,
go pursue,
right?
like,
Who
the
was-
NBA.
yeah,
He
yeah.
went to Cal to go pursue the NBA. But like this dude, you know, he legitimately could be working at NASA,
Yeah.
and
it's-
he is beloved in Boston.
yeah.
Boston loves Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
And
To
no
the point
matter,
where-
like,
yeah.
like his number 7 after he retires should hang in the rafters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be really.
This
fucking
is
pissed.
devastating. It's devastating.
Yeah. Because legitimately, 10,
This is devastating.
10 years with Jaylen, and they just trade him like that.
Yeah.
For fucking podcast Paul George.
Well, this is kind of like the point of like free agency, right? Where like, you know, and player control, right? But at the end of the day, you know, the league is still the league, and owners gonna make calls that, despite what the team and its fans think, they're looking out for numero uno, and that's the budget, right? Like, basketball has become the new money ball to a
Yeah,
point.
because now there's this second apron, which might as well be a hard cap on the league.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like so many, it's like a death sentence. Like, you lose your draft pick, you can't make certain trades. Like, it's,
Yeah.
like, you can't be in the second apron. Except for, like, I think it's like if you're in the second apron for like 3 years in a row, like, you get all of these super heavy restrictions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jaylen's Supermax contract coming up, which he earned because he was a second All-NBA team play. Actually, he might have been first team All-NBA. He was no worse than second team All-NBA this year. A $70 million contract, which would be combined with Jason Tatum's salary. The two of those players would take up 70% of the Celtics' salary cap.
Damn.
So they would have 30% of their cap to fill out 13 roster spots.
Damn, man. That's crazy.
It's a lot easier to think about when you think about players' salaries not as the money value, but as the percentage of the salary cap.
I mean, it's a lot of money being passed around.
And then we're not even talking about the number one free agent on the market, LeBron James. That's right. LeBron James is a free agent. He told the Lakers, I'm moving on without you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Lakers were like, thanks for saying it, so we didn't have to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
41-year-old LeBron James became the hottest free agent on the market because he is willing to sign for like the veteran minimum. He doesn't. So here's his qualifications. He wants to be able to compete, and he wants to have good golf. And he wants it to have a good storybook ending for his career.
See, son, you just confirmed what I was gonna say. Because my whole take in this is, let's be real. LeBron's time at the Lakers, and this is coming from a casual watcher, right, is going to be remembered the same way Mike's time at the Wizards was.
Fuck no,
yes,
it's not like that.
is.
No.
Yes. No, the only fucking difference is LeBron.
He won a championship with the Lakers.
That's fair.
He won. Yeah, no, there is no. You can't make that. That's cruel. Also, yeah, you got to remember, like there was some pretty amazing time. Like he got the one championship, right?
Yeah.
But
and he did run ball with Bronny.
The Western Conference Finals,
and he ran ball with Bronny for like half a season.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, he also made Los
did
Angeles relevant again, and he brought
did.
them a championship.
He also didn't start out as coach and then decide he wanted to play again.
No, he's the GM.
When do you think LeBron is going to hang it up and just go coach?
I don't think he's going to be a coach. I think he's going to be a majority owner of a team.
You think he's going to go for owner?
Yeah, I think he's going to try to, get the ownership stake in the impending Las Vegas franchise.
Speaking of ownership stake, switching topics here a little bit, Ice Cube is setting up the Big 3 League to go public and is eyeing a $290 million valuation as he sets up this start for a public funding later on this year, right? The announcement happened around June 12th. So this is a little, old news, but if you with this pod for a while,
I mean, I didn't hear about this at all.
The league announced that Friday that it had reached a deal with Graph Global Corp and described it as a publicly traded special purpose acquisition company that will offer fans a chance to buy stock in the league, according to ESPN.
So is it going to be under that company's stock ticker, or is the Big 3 going to have its own stock ticker?
Let's see. Under the ticker TONT, right? So I don't know.
Look at its price before and after.
I don't think it's not public. Actually, so it should be public now as of recording.
They sold to a company that's already public.
Yeah, but I find this funny because it looks like...
It makes it sound like Ice Cube sold it for $300 million.
The sale of the league comes as a lawsuit is being faced by Ice Cube in the league for selling what is being described as fake NFTs.
Why, Ice Cube? Why? What'd you do it for? Were the JPEGs worth it? How much is a screenshot worth? O'Shea?
Bars!
All right, so according to allhiphop.com, Ice Cube is facing a class action lawsuit from NFT buyers who claim his Big 3 basketball league made promises it never kept. And the timing couldn't be worse as he's preparing to take the league public. So all this happened around the same time, right? The suit filed in California Superior Court last July, publicized this week, alleges that the league engaged in deceptive and fraudulent marketing when it sold 2 tiers of NFTs back in 2022. Buyers of the Fire tier paid $25,000 each, while Gold tier investors dropped $5,000 each. Both groups were promised something that sounded incredible at the time: actual ownership stakes in the professional basketball team. Right?
So now they can get stock.
Seems like odd timing, doesn't it? To take the
Ice
league
Cube, that's
public.
clever.
To take the league public, right as you get hit with a fucking lawsuit for claiming you was going, make the league public.
You know what that means, though, is it truly becomes a circus because every GM is now working for shareholders. So their job is no longer to win it, to build a winner. It's to build a circus. Where's the bread?
So, according to the rest of
That's a fucking bar.
Logie.
All they have is circus. Now, Ice Cube, where's the bread?
Bars!
In 2024, the Big Three franchise sold 4 franchises to outside investors for roughly $40 million, and the plaintiffs claim they never saw a dime of those proceeds, despite being promised financial participation in team sales. The league essentially downgraded NFT holders from owners to regular ticket holders, according to the lawsuit.
So wait, there were people who bought teams. And then there were people who bought NFTs. They're not the same.
No, they are not the same.
Are the people who bought teams suing as well?
No. Only the NFT holders who are suing
That is
for...
thrown in there to confuse the reader.
The league found in 2017 by Ice Cube and Jeff... I'm not going to attempt to pronounce Jeff's last name. It's just not going to happen today. Has faced multiple lawsuits, including a $1.2 billion case.
Quantisits.
Against Qatari investors and a $250 million lawsuit from the Champion Basketball League. Right? So this is not the first lawsuit that the league has faced. So in my unprofessional opinion, probably a good idea to cut out now, right? You started a good thing, and he has opened up a venue for him to still make money off of the league. It
sounds like he's still running the league. He's just no longer culpable for the finances.
Which is cool, especially when you've run up
Ice Cube? That's some gangster shit.
It is.
That's some gangster shit.
Especially when you've run up under like this many like kind of litigation issues in the short time that the league has been functional.
People can go fuck themselves. But
before
the people who bought like a $40 million ownership stake to buy a team, they have questions.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably a new area of ownership. Like, what does it mean to own a franchise of the league when the league is like
now
publicly owned, right? But it is also more proof that if you bought an NFT, you're a fucking idiot.
The NFT people get fucked, but the people who bought teams in the league, they have legitimate questions here.
And I'm very like interested in the 3-on-3 league. I can't watch it because it's on fucking Peacock, and I'm not gonna pay for another streaming service.
It's fun.
But I do think that the NBA needs a competitor. The same way...
It's not a competitor. It's an accent. They do it in the off-season. Like, it's not supposed to be a competitor.
So you think that in order for it to be a true competitor... Because I don't think that necessarily...
Ice Cube specifically says... He's not trying to compete with the NBA.
Yeah, because
he's just trying to bring basketball with the NBA.
Oh, get the fuck! There. Of course, nigga. The first time you move on a new block, you tell the head dude on the block, "Oh no, I'm not trying to fuck with your money."
He has no chance of competing with the NBA.
I don't necessarily think so, dude. I think a 3-on-3 league could draw a more casual audience in a way, and interest.
It's great as what it is, like the barnstorming across the country thing. They do it like WWE, where they have, like you buy. It's like a 2 or 3 day weekend. You buy tickets.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like 4 games.
Yep. So if it remains affordable in a way that the NBA has become non-existent to, right? Because like in tickets to like the finals games, forget about it, right?
Well, I mean, this was also Madison Square Garden.
It's so extra forget about it.
Yeah.
Right?
No. Not extra forget about it.
Forget about
it.
God, they're going to be like, yeah, these guys are totally from Maryland.
Forget about it.
No. If we look at the accessibility of the games, going to the actual games, right, versus the lower barrier for entry that a 3-on-3 league has versus a full roster of like players to keep track of and movements to watch.
Well, the other thing is like the big three is like largely populated by like retired NBA players who can't make it in like the NBA but can still play.
Also, you know, potentials who don't get drafted by the NBA but still want to play.
Oh, they go to Europe and get real money.
The EuroLeague.
That's not a joke. Like,
I
you
mean,
know, Luka Doncic was the MVP of the EuroLeague before he came into the league.
Yes, I know the EuroLeague. We've talked about the Euro invasion for a while.
To call it the minor leagues isn't fair.
I'm not necessarily calling it the minor league.
It's not the NBA. It's like basketball purgatory.
It's not like when Europe tried to do American football, right?
And yet they have games in London every year. And it's always the Jaguars for some reason.
Speaking of Euro invasions and football and transitioning from one sport to another, let's talk World Cup. This World Cup has had the same impact that the last Summer Olympics had, in the fact that it has wholesomely brought the world together in such a Hollywood style way, right? Like, you have your very clear villains
Donald Trump,
Argentina, and Messi, and the
I don't know, everybody
commissioner.
loves Messi.
No, not my algorithm, bro. My algorithm sees Messi and Argentina as the unwitting puppets of the Israel lobby and America, and it is, I mean, like, you know, they love Mbappe, right? They love Holland, Ingold
Mbappe's
Holland.
from France, right?
Yep. And, you know, they don't even really mind Team America, but they hate Trump. And I love the consistency. I love that consistency throughout the entire perception of Trump 2.0, right? Global internet has had a very consistent, I know I keep saying that, perception that it's not America, it's MAGA, right? They're like, oh no, we love Americans, we hate MAGA.
No, I heard a great quote, and it said, if you want to hate America, watch television. If you want to love America, drive through it.
And as these Europeans have come over here, right? I know we talked about this briefly a couple of weeks ago, right? But as they've come over here,
Europeans freak out to Costco is hilarious.
And they come over here, seeing them freak out to free refills is hilarious, bro. It's
the portion size in Texas.
Yeah, and everywhere, honestly, in America, you're just gonna get a food abundance here, right? It's so crazy that we have people starving, yet Europeans are freaking out at like the plate size. It's like fucking 2 meals. I've seen.
I'm imagining like some Japanese guys at, you know, a soul food restaurant ordering chitlins, and they're like, I don't know what it is.
I think it was like 2 Italian dudes I saw at a restaurant, and he was like freaking out about like being able to refill his soda, and he had like fucking 8 of them bitches, and it was like sick by the end of it. And it's I think even one of them said, I can see how Americans get diabetes and shit. Because they hate us. They hate us here. They want to keep... It's surprising to me that they still won't make weed legal, because, like, the rate at which they're clearly trying to keep us, like, docile and submissive is insane. But yeah, no, they love it here. They really do love America. They just hate MAGA, right? So much so that Trump and the whole red card incident has become the outstanding meme for the World
FIFA
Cup
cheat
so
president.
far. Yeah. Yep. Yes. It's like him, Benjamin Netanyahu, and I don't know.
The inaugural FIFA cheat president.
And in true
cheat prize winner
Trump fashion, he jinxed Team America just like he jinxed the Knicks. And it just, I mean, after Mexico got knocked out, I was already upset because I really wanted the narrative. I know I'm not Mexican, right? But I really wanted.
I gotta cut you off for 1 second.
I mean,
I'm so glad.
That's not a first.
I'm so glad that Trump was not president and was not president during the 2024 Olympics and the Lavengers run.
Oh yeah. I mean,
because like the picture, like I'm not gonna lie. I mean
that was
fucking
the Olympics.
proud.
Yeah.
When LeBron James is holding the country's flag going up that river, I was like, "Fuck yeah, you go, Captain Lamerica."
Once again, American culture, real American culture, stands sturdy throughout the impact it has had. It stands sturdy throughout the rest of the world, right? And MAGA's impact is being clowned and dwarfed at almost every instance, right? Even like
the state fair, the Great American State Fair.
Even like they're trying to like whitewash and idealizing of the Norwegian player, or is he Swedish or Norwegian player? Holland. Anyway, yeah, they're like trying to whitewash him, and it turns out this dude is like,
Holland is a Nordic name, so
he's in support of a free Palestine, right? He donates to children's charities and stuff like that. Like, he's a true social, like,
and MAGA loves this guy.
Yeah, well, no, they love the look of this guy.
Oh,
because they're all about the look of things and not what's really
kind of like
it.
how they were all on like, yeah, the actor who played Reacher was totally justified, and Reacher was like, I fucking hate you all.
Yeah, yes, like literally. That's why
he's like, I wore a shirt last year that had a rainbow on it.
Do you guys? Yeah, that's why they hate Hollywood, dude. Because a lot of their heroes turned out to like be disgusted by them, and they had to settle for people like Ted Nugent and Kid Rock and RFK Jr.
RFK Jr. Like, I just have to remind myself, oh yeah, he was addicted to heroin. Like, every time I see him, he does crazy shit. And then I just have to think, oh right, years of heroin.
Yeah, that guy was addicted to heroin. And
one of my favorite rock star quotes is that Billy Idol said that the best thing to help him get off of heroin was crack.
It sounds like something
Billy Idol would say.
Hunter Biden would say. And I keep looking at the juxtaposition of Hunter Biden and RFK Jr., and I'm just like, which one is the bizarro version of the other one?
Both born into political families.
Yeah. Both had tragic past, right? Hunter's mom died in a car accident.
And his brother. And no. And his sister in the car accident.
And RFK...
And then his brother died of, I think, cancer.
Did RFK...
After he came back from war.
Did RFK get assassinated, or was he the one that had the car accident that killed the...
No,
lady?
so RFK was assassinated.
Yeah.
Ted Kennedy was the one with the car.
Yeah.
And the woman could not, quote, get out of the car.
Yeah. No, it's horrible, terrible. It is also terrible that RFK Jr. takes after his uncle. So, I don't know what to make of it.
Takes after his uncle as in Ted?
Yes.
So wait, the Kennedy brothers were John, Bobby, and Ted?
I think so. Yes. Don't quote me though.
I think no. Maria Shriver is
Arnold's
JFK's
wife?
niece.
Yeah, and Arnold's ex-wife, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like
no shade to Maria Shriver. She's fine. She's cool.
Yes. It's a shame that Arnold slept with the nanny. I do, however, feel like we might be in a better timeline if somehow, some way, Arnold ended up as president instead of Donald. Fuck,
Donald.
I would have taken Rosie O'Donnell at this point. Like if
Donald.
if we ended up in like the 90s camp kind of movie where Donald Trump is running as president and Rosie O'Donnell as like a fucking elementary school teacher decides to run.
I'm gonna check you.
Are you?
I'm gonna check you.
Are you? You'd
Arnold
rather
and Rosie, Potaro earrings. Arnold O'Donnell.
So essentially, what you're saying is Rosie as Prez and Arnold as VP because Arnold can't run as Prez because...
No, they are one person.
Oh, ooh, can Arnold run as...
Potaro earrings.
Yes, I
Fusion
know,
band.
I know you want to do the otaku shit, but I'm looking at the real, like, I'm looking at the head of state version of this.
So we're also throwing out the whole clause of you have to be born in the United States.
So...
And if we're throwing out that clause, we're also throwing out the assumption of we run Mamdani.
So, once again, first of all, that was the first timeline I ran. The second timeline we're running now with Rosie O'Donnell, Rosie is running as president because Arnold can't, and Arnold is her VP. Because I don't know if there's a stipulation that says the VP has to be born in the country.
Rosie Schwarzenegger is not as cool as Arnold O'Donnell.
It's not, which is probably why Arnold O'Donnell would become what the internet runs with, despite Rosie's disdain for it. But as with Bodie
what aesthetic do you
McBoatface,
think the internet would go with for Arnold O'Donnell? I feel like they could go like Irish punk in a in a pub, like Irish punk in a pub, like doing a skank step or something. Or
what is it with you and the skank step?
It's very punk. Fuck you. I'm a rebel.
All of the campaign posters have Rosie O'Donnell as Turbo Man and Arnold's hand, right?
And poorly done Canva at that
And poorly-
to show that they are anti-data center.
Man, it would really suck if Arnold came out as pro data center. Not to say that, I mean...
It would be so not surprising. He's the Terminator.
Yes, he also was governor of California as a Republican. So this would be a mixed ticket, which is why I kind of think it would work, right? Especially against fucking Donald Trump and JD Vance, or even better, Donald Trump and fucking Cotton Hill.
Wait. So we're just assuming that Donald is gonna absolutely say fuck the Constitution and run a third time?
No, I'm talking about instead of Hillary Clinton in 2016.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess I didn't clarify that. But
I mean, like, the obvious choice was Bernie, but if we were if the Democrats had a
what would
cult
a
of
Rosie
personality to go after Donald Trump in 2016, who would it be, and why is it somebody that you aren't allowed to pick Jon Stewart?
Who would I want in 2016? Who would I want like the rogue candidate to be for the Democratic Party?
No, to be the Dem nominee.
That's what I mean. Like, we don't elect Hillary, we don't elect Bernie for some reason, and we pick a rogue candidate comes out of nowhere.
A wild card. A new challenger appears with the black silhouette, Smash style. Somebody out of the woodwork.
So I have like a split answer to this. Like, in retrospect, now in 2016, I think the ticket should have been Al Franken and Bernie Sanders. I think if Al Franken and Bernie Sanders had teamed up, Al Franken would have been like what Pearl Mania has become for Philip DeFranco and been Bernie's angry interpreter.
Ooh, I love it.
You know what I mean?
Bernie would no longer just say millionaires and billionaires. He would say millionaires and fucking billionaires.
Yeah. And, like, despite the fact that the whole reason we don't have Al Franken anymore is because of, like, a Me Too movement situation, right? And I know that there are people who will poo-poo the fact that I described Al Franken grabbing a woman's breast as a situation, right? But it was a situation, and given the, like, light of things that have happened now,
Yeah, Matt Gaetz sat in Congress for how fucking long?
Fuck Matt Gaetz. Have you heard what's going on with Graham Plattner?
Oh, yeah.
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 So, I think we could have kept Al Franken, is all I'm saying. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's a hot take. It's a take I'm willing to make.
Having a Democrat with a sense of humor
probably would be good right about now. Especially when, like, not to say that she's bad, but, like, the best we got right now is, like, AOC.
I was going to say Jasmine Crockett for now.
I mean, Jasmine Crockett's good, too.
She's going to lose her seat.
Jasmine Crockett is good now, too.
She's going to lose her seat because she ran for Senate and had to give it up to run.
Right. So, having Al Franken would be pretty good right now. However, though, in the spirit of the podcast, I'm gonna have to say Chris Rock.
What a twist!
Ooh, that's a good pick for 2016.
Yeah, against Donald Trump. And this is pre-tambourine Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
So, this is pre-slap Chris Rock as well.
Yeah!
Yeah.
So this is like, this would be like Chris Tucker emerging from the woodwork.
Yeah.
Because Chris Rock was like really around like that in
I mean,
2016.
didn't he co-host The Daily Show for a little bit around that time?
I think so. I know Marlon Wayans did.
Yeah, right. So, like, if we get Chris Rock and I had, I'm trying to think of who I had as his fucking running mate, man. But I'm gonna
Why
go.
don't you just go all the way and say Dave Chappelle?
Nah, I'm going Larry Wilmore, right? Because Larry Wilmore is like a black conservative.
He is
right?
a black Catholic conservative.
Yeah, right. So, Chris Rock, Larry Wilmore ticket.
Larry Wilmore is like one of the weirdest demographic people. Like,
It's just Head of State. I'm really just pitching the movie Head of State over again, but like, I mean, come on, they fucking ran Donald Trump. Yeah, I'm thinking if they're gonna run the Apprentice play in 2016, then we run the Head of State play. And sure, that's a 2020 perspective, or that's not 2020, but like hindsight. It's a hindsight perspective, right? But I don't think that that's a bad play to run in hindsight.
so you know how everybody in 2016's initial reaction was like, Donald Trump, are you fucking kidding me? And then the people that became Trump supporters were like, well, I mean, like, listen to him.
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
The worst hear me out of all time.
This is why I'm going with this pick. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
A couple of Boston boys, a couple against New York boys.
Ben Affleck, we all know, is a fucking genius. And Matt Damon, everybody loves him except Jimmy
Everybody
Kimmel.
loves Matt Damon.
Except Jimmy Kimmel.
And I just keep thinking about, like, I mean, if you put, like... Dude, if you put
Matt Damon is Odysseus!
What the fuck is it? Mike Pence? If you put Al Franken up against Mike Pence, that's a wash. Al Franken is washing Mike Pence all day, right? If you put Larry Wilmore up against Mike Pence, that's a wash. Larry Wilmore is washing Mike Pence all fucking day.
If you put Matt Damon
up against Mike Pence, Matt Damon is probably the one out of all of these people who will humanize Mike Pence in a way that makes him like a sympathetic fool.
No, we'll make him look sad and pathetic.
That's what I mean by sympathetic fool, right? Right? But he's still washing that nigga, right? All of these
I imagine
are
Ben
better.
Affleck debating Donald Trump.
Can you remember, what was it, Tom Scott? Who the fuck was Hillary Clinton's running mate?
Tim Scott.
Tim Scott. See what I mean? So fucking
Forgettable white guy. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I think this is Affleck fresh off an Oscar win, too. Ooh, no. Matt Damon and Kobe Bryant.
I don't know, because both...
Actually, just Kobe Bryant. Just Kobe Bryant.
I mean, they both got rape charges.
That helicopter wouldn't have crashed if it was being piloted by Secret Service. Also, how wild of a campaign would that be? Where instead of having to go back and forth for a rape case, he has to go back and forth for, like, debate and rallies? Or does the rally schedule follow the Lakers schedule? That really sucks when he has to go to Iowa.
Kobe's rallies would have been fire. Kobe's rallies would have been like fucking block parties. That would have been a fucking movement.
Yeah, I absolutely would agree because his funeral was lit.
Them rallies would have changed
Alicia
the game.
Keys really killed Moonlight Sonata though. Like that whole story.
No.
That's like Kobe
Kobe's-
is a fucking like fantasy character.
Kobe's rallies would have been like Dave Chappelle's movie The Block Party, and it would have been like a national movement. However, I still feel like
He'd be like, I am ball, and ball is life. I think at this point, we could probably get away with taking a break. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the second half of the episode. And did you hear that in the second half of this year, GTA is coming back?
There's still a lot of things that have happened before GTA 6 has come out, though. A whole lot of things have happened since GTA 6 has been announced. Like, Donald Trump has been elected president twice.
It's been a long time coming, and after all of the rumors, all of the hype, the eve is finally upon us.
You know how many social media apps are in GTA 5? One.
You know how many are going to be in GTA 6?
More than enough.
All of them. It's like, I mean, who the fuck knows at this point, right? Because like I said, there have been so many rumors, so much hype. But one thing you can believe is that price hike, baby. You know, like,
how much is it going to cost?
We've talked about it. I believe the reports are $90. So after taxes come in, you are looking at spending close to, if not, $100.
I don't care. It's Grand Theft Auto. I'll pay that.
I mean,
It's worth it.
After what, like in a decade or two, right?
They've been putting all of that time into it.
And I mean, it looks phenomenal. The game looks great. Rockstar has taken their time with this one. They abused the
Clearly.
workers a little bit less to make sure they put a little bit more love into it and gave them their time.
Are you ready for all of the people saying it's woke because one of the two main characters is a woman?
They're still not letting up on the rumors that she's transgender. So, like,
I'm pretty sure she's, like, supposed to be Eva Mendes.
yeah, I mean, only time will tell. I actually heard she's modeled after homegirl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember what her character's name is.
Homegirl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Got it. Check out her IMDb.
Yeah.
Please,
yeah.
don't check out her IMDb.
Very, very shady.
Are we
very-
actually going to... All right.
Stephanie Beatrice, yes, is what I heard. But you know, once again, all rumors. What is true though is also the fact that Sony has decided that it's time to pull the Jordan and say, fuck you, plebes.
What now?
We don't care about your physical media.
So wait, when I buy a physical copy, what do I get?
Nothing, bitch. Nothing, bitch.
Like the case?
No, that's it. We're done. It's done. It's the end of an era. PlayStation, Sony has decided you niggas get nothing except the digital copy. You get what's on your PlayStation, and that's it.
All right, Willy Wonka, no fun.
That's despite the fact that PlayStation literally 2 months ago just removed over 400 movies from people's libraries because they no longer had a distribution contract with the licensed distributor of those movies. So it didn't really matter whether you paid $14.99 for the standard DVD version of that movie or not. PlayStation said, hey, we meaning you, you gotta come up off of that and just removed it from your library. Because they can do that. They can do that.
Underestimating the fact that, yeah, for GTA 6, we'll deal with it. For everything else,
a very strong gambit to make. It is a very, very thick line in the sand to draw, right?
For Grand Theft Auto 6, which is probably going to have an online server that runs until 3026. I get it.
I don't, because it was also very... So, okay.
Honestly,
this
it
is
shouldn't...
gonna,
it straight up shouldn't... There's no reason for it to cost $100
I don't think
without a
that's-
physical copy. But
yeah, that I
but
will...
the fact
That I
it's
agree with.
GTA, like, still, to me, makes it worth $100.
I think you could very easily justify a price hike in video games while fucking physical media was still remaining. The idea that you are going to charge people close to $100 for something that they could potentially not really maintain ownership over is absolutely absurd for any piece of media. As the people suing Ice Cube over NFTs are fucking arguing. Like, this is insane. And I really do want to talk about, like, this situation for a minute, but I do also want to delve deeper into, like, I know that once again it's hard because sometimes this is supposed to be a comedy podcast, but like, nothing is funny about the fucking idea that they are seriously trying to, like, inch by inch usurp ownership from you, right? Like, it's fucking stupid because all of the major console makers know the only reason they are still kind of like breathing at this point is because like RAM and shit cost
a good $11 gajillion.
Which is also why your PlayStation costs $600, right? That is why your PlayStation costs $600.
Blame AI.
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Can we have this discussion? What do you think AI in your life is useful for? Now let me add this qualifier. Beyond what Siri and Hey Google could have already done for you.
So, I mean, once again, Gemini, ChatGPT, Grok, all of those things are Copilot. They are all just accelerated search engines, right? They are accelerated search engines with large language models attached to them to make them feel more sociable.
The things that I would find it useful for are like archiving, building a database.
Those are the
as,
things
like,
that it is
a
useful
mass
for.
Editor, and as a super Google search.
Those are
and somewhere where I like, if I have literally no idea where I'm trying to figure out where to go with a problem, and I just have like at work today.
So you're just talking about computing, right? And
Yeah,
we're getting
and, like,
close.
I don't need them to write a fucking book for me. There was actually a thread that I saw that was so fucking infuriating. And it was about somebody writing books. Not surprised that this is the first thread from Make Novel AI. But gave an AI one sentence and it wrote me a full book, cover included. Not another ChatGPT wrapper. It actually remembers characters' names 40 chapters later. I tried to break it. I couldn't. $17. One time. No subscription. 7-day refund if it's not for you. I've been sitting on a book idea. This is worth 10 minutes. Link in bio. Somebody said, if you can't write a book, why should anybody read your book? Fair question. Though plenty of bestsellers use ghostwriters, and nobody asked the author that, different tool, same goal, get the book made. If you love the actual writing itself, keep doing it by hand, genuinely. This is for people who want the finished book more than they want to spend 3 months writing it themselves. I responded with, do you fucking hear yourself? Because do you know how long it took for me to write my book? Take a guess how many times it took. How much times? In what measurement of times you want to take? You may think months or years or weeks or days, but they did give you a prerequisite. And even a number. And I was personally very triggered by this. You don't have to guess. It took me 3 whole fucking months to write my book, going out almost every single night.
I thought that was a question for chat, because like I was part of the process. Also, I too am a writer, so hearing somebody say or type the words, I had this idea on my mind for months, but it took a fucking large language model in order for me to bring it to fruition, is insane. Do you know how many book ideas I have saved up? And like, sure, I could do the easy route and let ChatGPT do it for me, but then like, what is the fucking point, right? Like, that's like buying an RPG and then writing a code to play the RPG for you the most optimal way possible. Like, sure, you can do that.
But it's not nearly as fun.
Is it as fun? Could it be fun? Yeah. I will even
at that point, you could just watch Twitch.
Yeah. Or just go on, what is it, the fucking AO3 or whatever everybody puts their fan fiction on? Just go read fan fiction at that point. I'm sure if you ideas are so universal at this fucking point I'm sure somebody has had a very similar fan fiction towards the idea the concept you're coming up with. Go read fan fiction about it. Why waste the fresh water? This is why they put fresh water on the fucking... This is why they put fresh water on the stock market.
This is the only
This is why they did it.
This is the only types of things I can imagine using it in the actual process of writing is if you wrote like a continuous 1 paragraph for 20 pages of just ideas and you say, make this into a coherent outline.
I'm sorry, are we talking about ChatGPT or are we talking about our Chiron?
No, we're talking about Claude because we're sophisticated.
I once again just want to remind everybody that this is why they put fresh water on the stock market. Remember when we all thought it was really weird that they put fresh water on the stock market to be publicly traded? This is why they did it. This is why they put fresh water on the stock market.
Then they painted a blue layer underneath of it. Vandals! 350 foot cut with a box cutter!
Coming straight from Islamic Japan.
No, straight from the Islamic Republic of Japan.
Our president is fucking melting in front of our face.
His brain is pudding. The amount of confidence that he said Islamic Republic of Japan didn't even try to correct himself. He just kept going.
You guys remember, do you know how hard they would have dragged Biden for that?
Oh my god. Let's go even farther. Obama.
No, fuck that. Because the direct old person comparison is right there. It was Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe was saying all kinds of crazy shit.
Can you imagine if one of them did, if Obama or Biden did it, every single Fox News commentator would immediately turn into an anime expert.
You know what
You know that, right?
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, clearly he's referencing this character from One Piece, which we all know. That would be fucking hilarious.
No, you know what I just thought about, and future Dan, you can go ahead and edit this part out, but we're just gonna let it roll because I keep thinking about as I'm doing this bit, I keep thinking about how I've been doing this bit for a really long time, but I'm also thinking about you know who? You wanna know who? You wanna know who? Fucking Pearl Mania. Anyway. Noak's been here since fucking 2020! Doc!
Phil! You motherfucker! We're gonna see you in DC.
Instead he...
Because we have a bone to pick. You stole tens of viewers from us. Tens of viewers.
The president made a kerfuffle once again.
A coffee.
And declared that if Japan was now an Islamic republic.
And they shot 11 missiles. The Islamic Republic of Japan.
Which would have made Pearl Harbor make a little bit more sense, I guess. But not really, because Japan was kind of known for kamikaze suicide missions already, stereotypically. But also, like... how long are we gonna do this, guys? How long are we going to pretend?
Just to sing this song. How long? How long?
Like this is normal.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Trump, and it's like, you know, Trump is over it too. He really wants the war with Iran to be done.
Really? Because he just started it again.
He wants to build the ballroom, and he just wants to play golf with his niece.
He just wants to
or not
die
niece, granddaughter.
in office.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to face public embarrassment.
So I lost
At
my...
this point, I think he's realized that, yeah, if we got the opportunity, we'd probably drag him through the streets.
Like Gaddafi? Yeah, probably.
I was thinking Mussolini. But he's, you know, like, at this point, you know, what if I don't take them all with me?
I mean, they kind of are, like, like that. It is a death cult, after all. And I mean, I really, as much as I don't think Trump thinks he's dying, you know, it is
pretty clear that he's dying.
The confirmation is still out on whether Mitch McConnell is with us or not.
I needed to share the best tweet or the best post that I've seen about Mitch McConnell.
Who is literally weekend at Bernieing it right now.
Dems are such hypocrites. So it was okay when Michelle Obama pushed vegetables on us, but now you got a problem with Mitch McConnell? Get the fuck out.
Damn.
You know what the hardest part of a vegetable to eat is? The wheelchair.
I remember when Republicans were calling for like Dianne Feinstein to step down because she wasn't showing up for committee meetings and stuff like that. And she was getting old, and they're literally hiding Mitch McConnell and like...
They are literally just a bunch of fucking bitches who don't believe in anything. Anything!
It's upsetting how like vaguely entertaining it is. It's kind of like TV at the moment where it's like just entertaining enough to keep your interest in the background while you do dishes and stuff. And it sucks because like I remember when like things really used to make you. I remember.
Pause. We haven't watched the new season of X-Men 97.
Well, yeah, that is fair. There is still compelling TV. It's not fair.
I can't feel you.
God,
we cried.
That hurt. We cried together.
We did though.
Yeah, we are all crying together over X-Men.
And we're also emotionally secure and secure in our masculinity that, yeah, it's totally fine for two grown adult men to cry
over a cartoon.
Together in one room. By themselves.
And it's not gay at all.
And then not do anything gay about it.
And it's not
except
gay
for recording a podcast.
There's nothing gay at all about it.
There's a little thing gay about recording a podcast.
But what should be gay is
trading Jaylen Brown for Paul George and 2 first-round picks. Yeah, that is pretty. Nah, I'm not gonna say that.
I was gonna say impeaching the president during Pride Month, but that's a historically homophobic president during Pride Month would have been great. I also lost my Polymarket bet that he was gonna die on 4th of July, so that we would always have to remember him the same time we celebrated America. So I'm transitioning.
That motherfucker would be so vain to be like, you know what? Give me a cyanide capsule.
I love the idea of him taking himself out. You know what? Hitler did it.
They'll never get me if I get me.
But now I'm betting it's gonna be Christmas again. It's gonna be Christmas. It's gonna be like a very important holiday. Maybe he'll die on 9/11, like Charlie Kirk. So we have to remember him and Charlie Kirk on the same day.
Hey, New Year, new me.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
That meme would live forever, and you know it. It would be a gif of him doing the little Trump dance where he's eating churros like Charles.
I mean, okay, so
eating churros like Charles is
a bar.
Yeah, that's a bar.
So, I mean, there's an argument to be made here. There's an argument to be made here that amongst the outstandingly overwhelming amount of things this man has done that are absurd, that this will be swept under the rug as a nothing burger, especially when gas prices are spiking to the point where they are now essentially nationalizing gas by building
fuel
government-funded gas stations
for $3.47,
which is not much lower than
what us in Maryland are paying.
Fair point.
This thing out in California.
Oh, I saw in Philly. It was the first one. I believe the first one was launched in Philadelphia.
Pearlmania having a moral confliction there. Freedom Fuel or Wawa?
Yeah, right. What's the chicken sandwich like at Freedom Fuel? Can I get the Fanta leaf at Freedom Fuel? That's what I want to know, right? Can you pick up a honey pack at Freedom Fuel?
The ice cream at Wawa is really good. Like
I don't
people don't shit on East Coast gas station
If
food.
I can't get strange dick pills at your gas station, it's not truly an American gas station.
I don't think you can get strange dick pills at Wawa. I think they're too regulated. And I think that's a good thing.
I'm laughing because
that's a Sunoco thing.
I really had to think about it, and I was like, oh no, you're right. You definitely can't get strange dick pills at a Wawa. Or a Dashin.
Or a Royal Farms. Depending on the Royal Farms.
Yeah, I feel like it really depends
if it's
on
a
the
modern
Royal
Farms, and you know when you're in a modern Royal Farms versus an old Royal Farms.
Yeah. If it's those are truck stop Royal Farms. The ones you're talking about, like the big ones with the bathrooms.
Every Sunoco has three guys that work there. One is named Muhammad, another is named Nasir, the other is named Tyler.
And they might have little plastic roses and glass tubes that they tell you are for decorations, but they're really crack pipes.
There's bulletproof glass, but you can tell by looking at all of them, especially Tyler, that they don't need it.
I just feel like if you walk into a gas station and they sell incense, pocket knives, grinders, and Monster energy drink, it's
at a discount.
Yeah, it's probably, and you can buy Lucy's.
Their sale signs are handwritten.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very mid-Atlantic thing,
You're
right?
describing you are describing Quick Stop in Pasadena.
Yeah,
right
this is a very mid-Atlantic thing, right? Because everybody's like, you're just talking about a bodega, right? Or a package store. Yes, this is the Maryland equivalent.
They're bigger than bodegas.
Well, yeah, a little bit, yeah, and it's a coin toss on whether or not you can get like fresh food made there, and by fresh food, I mean like to-go food.
Yeah, but like Dash In, Wawa, Royal Farms, Sheetz.
Yeah, no,
those are all like legitimate food
franchised.
spots.
Yeah, they're like franchised out. You can't get your
Like
honey packs.
you'll get
there.
good food if you go to Wawa or. I mean, Royal Farms Deli is standardized.
Are you a Wawa person or a Royal Farms person?
Wawa. Wawa has an embarrassingly large selection.
Yeah, Wawa does have a very vast menu at this point.
Their tomato bisque is so fucking good.
Shout out to Cisco. Okay, so back to the president though. Back to the president. Because like
Who would never eat gas station food,
Fuck
which is
you
his
mean?
loss.
Are you kidding me?
He'd eat
I
McDonald's
guarantee
before
you-
Wawa.
No, I fucking guarantee you could bring Donald Trump 3 7-Eleven taquitos right now and he would scarf them bitches down and he
But
would
if you brought him a Subway, if you brought him a Wawa BLT,
No, because he'd be like, is this from Subway? I want a Subway tuna salad
with a questionable amount of tuna.
and mayo. And don't give me that fucking spicy chipotle mayo. I don't want that
Mayo
shit.
already in the tuna salad, Mr. President.
I need extra mayo. Don't you see these thighs?
Cankles.
No, man. Like, fucking the Islamic Republic of Japan, bro. And people just have to look this man in his face after giving America its fucking 1942 Olympics moment in the fucking World Cup and be like, yeah, Mr. President, the Islamic Republic of Japan. Do you think the Japanese Prime Minister was like, fuck, I have to have a meeting with this asshole in like 2 months, man?
No, she had the meeting with him last month.
Was it? That makes it even worse. You just had a meeting with the fucking Japanese Prime Minister. But like, how
You know what she did with Prime Minister Macron of France?
what?
The Kamehameha. They did the Kamehameha pose.
Together?
Yeah.
Man, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I keep bringing up the World Cup, because like when you look at the way the rest of the world is like shaping the narrative around the US and stuff like that, it really is like we are the cartoonish buffoon.
We are Charlie Kirk.
Kinda. I mean, we are like the cartoonish bodyguard of Israel, right? Like we are the buffoonish goon. America has made itself.
Yeah, boss. We'll do what you do. What do you need me to do, boss?
Yeah.
I'll do it for you, boss. Yeah, boss.
We're no longer like the cool Texan with the blue denim jeans and the sunglasses, right? We're not like the
Clay
cool.
from you are literally describing Clay from Shaolin Showdown.
We're also no longer like, you know, the fucking cool black guys with like the chains and the fucking jerseys anymore. We are like the country who is.
We are Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, and that's how MAGA wants it. That's how MAGA likes it. They like the idea of you know, just opulence, right? Belligerent opulence. So much so that they're like probably championing the weird, bizarre circus that was Taylor Swift's wedding. That shut down like a whole fucking block of New York City, and also for some reason had the guy who runs ICE, I think, at
Adam
it.
Sandler officiated it.
Yeah, which
What?
a lot of people were like, Israel, hey.
Like-
It's all very odd right now. It is.
There's no pictures.
Apparently because Disney cameras were there, so be on the lookout for that drop on
Yeah.
Disney Plus once you get done watching X-Men 97.
The Swift-Kelsey wedding.
Yeah,
In that order.
yeah.
Kelsey Swift? Hell no.
Absolutely.
Swift-Kelsey.
Absolutely not. Guess who's gonna
Are
have
you
to...
excited to see Travis Swift on the Chiefs next
I was
year?
getting ready to say, guess who's gonna have to hyphenate his name? That's feminism for you, buddy. Don't you love it? Don't you love it when the rich do
Travis
it?
Kelsey Swift.
Don't you love it when the rich do it? It's absolutely fantastic. I love our country right now.
Man, Taylor Swift, she's the gold digger going after Travis Kelsey's NFL money. Literal billionaire.
And like, yeah, right.
Literal billionaire.
Right? And I know somewhere somebody racist is screaming, but Beyonce! And it's like, yeah, you know, them too, right? I'm very conflicted. I want new music from Jay, but he's also like an art dealing billionaire, so...
He couldn't give a Basquiat's ass.
And
Because
I mean,
he would never give a Basquiat away.
I think it's more likely that Jay-Z and Beyonce would give away free art than Taylor Swift, though.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
I mean, there's an argument to be made there. I don't know if we have time to make that argument because I'm sure we're pushing our runtime. But, like, you know who else is pushing his runtime? The fucking President of the United States.
Coronary, coronary,
Hey,
coronary.
You better watch out before we
Hi,
get
Chad.
an exploding microphone package in the mail. And that's just more proof that
None of this is
is
normal.
But what should be normal is following us at the Flood Pod on everything.
And that is on everything. And if you're feeling generous, you could sign up for our Patreon. And we're going to give a shout out to our patrons in Rage Peacock,
Hey, we see you at the end of the episode, Slater.
A Thunder Knight, a Ryo,
And Andrew P. Raymer. Shout out to y'all, and fuck the marketing team that decided we weren't a good fit for their
Yeah,
audience
fuck them.
viewers.
Literally canceling 2 hours before.
Respect to the chat. We'll see you when we see you. Deuces.
Punk rock radio, bitches.
Look, it's a flood.
The flood.
It's flooding.
Get away.
Quick, we need to get to higher ground.
Open the floodgates.
Wait, why can't we talk about Black Stuff?